What's up, guys? It's me, RodthePlanter, and I am hanging out today with Brennan Peirson, known as ForgetBrennan on Instagram. You can find him on SoundCloud, YouTube, anything, anywhere you're at. He's got content out there. He is a singer-songwriter, also a professional photographer and videographer. One of my inspirations, and I'm really excited to catch up with him and see what he's all about, how he lives his life, and how he's able to build his business pretty much from the ground up all by himself. So, tell everybody where you're from, who you are.
My name is Brennan. I go by Brennan Pearson. Little known fact, Pearson is actually my middle name. My real last name is Elliott.
Whoa.
That's for like the real ones out there. Okay. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Went there for college for about 6 years, worked there for a little bit, and then moved out to LA about 2.5 years ago to live the dream.
Live the dream. So did you study videography and photography in school, or what did you study when you were in college?
I did not. I actually studied music therapy and classical guitar performance.
Really? Just to build like the music career? Like you always knew you were going to be a musician, or you thought you were going to do something else with it?
Well, when you want to go to school for music, you can't just like go to school to be a rock star. You got to like either pick like I want to do jazz guitar or classical guitar. So I chose classical guitar, and then I double majored in music therapy. So like low-key my fallback plan is like I could get like a 6-month internship and be board certified music therapist, like working at a hospital within like a year.
Really?
But I'm not gonna do that because I'm having way too much fun doing what I'm doing now.
So now what you're doing, you're down here in LA. Tell us a little bit about like how that transition was from college life. Like what inspired you to want to get out here and start living that dream, and like how was that transition period for you?
Well, I first came out here with this girl, Brittany, who's actually a really talented songwriter. Her name's Brittany O'Neill. She goes by Brittits. But yeah, so I came out here with her for the first time and fell in love with the city and just the beach and the vibe and the style and the music and everything. And I was just like, yo, I gotta move out here. So then I ended up meeting up with a guy from Pittsburgh, a Viner, who was like a Vine star when Vine wasn't bankrupt or whatever the happened to Vine.
Rest in peace, Vine.
Named Nick Coletti. You guys might know him as the Saw Dude guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Getter, or Tanner is his real name, who's a pretty big dubstep producer. I don't know if he would want to hear me say dubstep producer, or dubstep has a bit of a stigma. So I moved out with them into their place in the valley. And actually, I drove across the country, shot a music video for one of my songs that I produced, drove the whole way across the country, and yeah, moved to LA, and that was about 2.5 years ago.
Crazy. I've seen that video. It's up on his YouTube. You should check it out. A really awesome one. Like he hits like so many different stops across the country. It must have been a crazy trip. So you were already making videos and doing photography at that time, like before you moved out here and stuff?
Yeah. I was working with an artist a lot named Chu Jackson, who was signed, I guess you could say signed, or just maybe just kind of co-signed, endorsed by Mac Miller in Pittsburgh. Yeah. Whenever Mac was doing a lot with his Remember Music label. And I grew up with Chu. He's from Chamberburg, Pennsylvania. I said I was from Pittsburgh earlier, but I'm actually from Chamberburg, but no one knows what that is. But I grew up with Chu, and then I started doing videos and photos probably in like the beginning of college. And there was a big need for content for him, and I had really just picked up a camera, and I didn't really know what I was doing exactly, but luckily I had a partner, or my soon-to-be partner, Brad, who goes by Bradley Adam. And he was like a Facebook chat guru for me. Like I would just go out and shoot and just come home and be like, yo dude, like why did this look like this, or what do I need to do to make this look like this? And like my learning curve was just very quick, and it just came really naturally to me. So started doing it then and just kept it going and just haven't stopped shooting since.
Yeah, just bigger and bigger opportunities open up and stuff. But what I really want to transfer over to is what I guess is probably your long-term dream, big term plan, and that's to transfer over into your music and just full-time singer-songwriter and doing that, right? Where are we at with that stuff, and like how has it been trying to balance that and, you know, the professional videography?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely tough, because I always said, like, people would always be like, what do you want to do, music, or do you want to do like photo stuff? And I'd be like, well, I just want to do both. But it's hard, man, because doing both. Granted, for me, they kind of come hand in hand. It's hard to do both because it's just like you're working, like my bread and butter is my videos and my photos, and that's how I make a lot of my money. But then I come home after a long shoot and I want to make music, but I'm just so beat, you know. So it's tough to time manage with that. But I do have like an album's worth of material that I've made, probably even more than that, honestly. And I have like so many little snippets of songs. I mean, you've seen those like loop pedal videos I do on my Instagram, and those are all things that I just write in like 40 minutes, not even, and then just record and then put out for Instagram. And none of those have been like actually really recorded. So those are all just songs that I could go back to and make into full songs. So I have a lot of music out there that has the potential to really, really come out and be some awesome. My next thing I'm gonna release is this song Tuesday. It's a song, it's a really like kind of poppy jam, just like kind of like pop anthem type jam. It sounds like it should be on an Apple commercial. But I went to Ireland recently and just like shot just me just walking around Ireland. I'm going to put together a recap of that to this song Tuesday. I'm like on the cliffs of Moher, like just like running on the cliffs of Moher, like just singing the words to my song, like all this like Irish footage, like drinking Guinness, like
That's so
cool. It's gonna be dope. So be on the lookout for that Tuesday, coming soon.
Yeah, man. I seen some snippets of the Ireland trip. It's really cool, and that's cool to be able to like, you know, kind of promote your own. You know, you gained a skill that now actually builds upon. You know, that you can promote your own music, make your own videos.
Yeah, it's dope because I can just like do it all myself.
Yeah.
Like,
you know?
I mean, granted, I would need someone else to like hold the camera for me or someone else. I mean, what you come to notice though is that like, because now you have the like shredders, which are people who just shoot, edit, direct, produce. They do it all. Yeah. You know. But you come to notice that you need a team if you really want to make something awesome. You know what I mean? You can't do it all. Like you need someone on your follow focus. You need someone holding a reflector. You need someone, you know. But having more people creates better products. But it is nice having all the skills myself to just be like, yo, if I want to, you know, create a song, shoot a video, I can produce the song, write the song, shoot the video, edit the video, color the video, put it out on my platform, and I don't have to pay anybody anything. Which is nice.
That is cool.
So.
And I think it's a cool thing for people to learn from, because like, you know, I did the military for a couple years and I got like it wasn't like a loss for me. You know, I gained skills that I use now as like a leader and organization stuff. So, you know, sometimes you're on a different path and your path changes, and I don't always think that's a bad thing. You just keep building upon that and stuff. So one like last thing I want to touch on a little bit, I think it's the most important thing, is a little bit about like your life philosophy, you know, and like how you manage stress and especially fear. You know, like there's a lot of younger kids who are in Pittsburgh right now, or, you know, X country or X city across the country, who they want to go out and they want to start their own adventure and they want to, you know, step out on their dreams, but a lot of times they're intimidated by, you know, if it's going to work out for them, if they'll be able to support themselves. You know, what would you say to like kids like that and stuff?
Well, I always like to talk about this one like Venn diagram. If you guys don't know what a Venn diagram is, it's one circle, another circle, and they intersect and create like the small little like vagina looking thing in the center. And if you put on the one side like sheer just like ego, like I'm the best, my art's the greatest, I'm really good, like whatever. Then on the other side you have like complete like self-doubt, like, oh man, this sucks, like my art's not good, like no one's gonna like this. I think in the center there is where like art is really created. In between like the ego and the self-doubt, you can find like that medium. So in terms of like fear and stuff, believe me, I struggle with it too. We were just talking about that on the way here, about like putting my music out there and being a perfectionist. And I mentioned, I believe it's a Willie Nelson quote where he mentioned about, if you like something and if you think it's good, then it could be great, because like let the audience decide. You know, like you don't know what an audience is going to say about and you will never know unless you put it out there, unless you actually try. And I always say this too, is like, there's a lot of haters out there. I hate the word haters, but you know what I mean?
But
there's a lot of naysayers
right,
out there who will be like, oh yeah, man, he's doing all this, and look at the way he does this, and look at the way he does that. But if you're trying, then you're already doing better than someone who's not trying. That's my thing. Like if you're out there and you're actually just trying to do something, you're trying to make a brand, you're trying to be a photographer, you're trying to create or invention, whatever the hell you're doing, as long as you're trying you're already doing better than someone who's not.
Right.
So that, and about as far as like philosophy of life and stuff goes, my parents loved me a lot when I was growing up. Shout out my parents, man. Shout out my parents, because like, if it weren't for them, I don't think I'd be able to like give as much as I can to like all these people and like be so positive all the time and be so happy all the time, because they instilled that into me when I was younger. Like, you know, not judging, you know, just like keeping your head on straight and keep positive in the right direction, you know, and just being in an environment of like love and happiness really helped cater to me being the kind of person that I am today.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. All right, guys. That's Brennan. You can catch him on Instagram. Like I said, that's the best place to catch up with him, right? Instagram.
Yeah.
At ForgetBrennan. Definitely go check out the SoundCloud. The music's great. New video on Tuesday. Be on the lookout for that. Really appreciate you.
The song is actually called Tuesday. The video's not coming out on Tuesday.
Oh,
the song is called Tuesday. It's okay.
Tuesday on Tuesday.
Maybe I should change it. Maybe I should change the name to something else. I might change the name of the song too.
Maybe
I Know I'm Not Dead.
Maybe you should just drop it on Tuesday.
Maybe I should drop Tuesday on Tuesday.
Hey man, appreciate it, guys. Gang, keep grinding out there, guys. We'll see you on the next episode.
Peace.
I've been on my lows, I've been on my own, put shit in my nose, but now I'm the goat. Cross my fingers and I hope for today, cause it's only getting colder and I'm hoping that you'll stay.